Hello, viewers. Episode 52 of my Let's Play War in the East. This is the Grand Campaign, and I'm playing as the Soviets. And last episode, I did not finish my turn, did not finish my movements. I just didn't have time to. But I'm also a little hesitant to move units up like here because they're going to get forced back no matter what. This unit actually probably will not get forced back, or this group, and we'll just see what we can do. But they held. Now I don't want to move this group up because I think they would be immediately forced back, and I'm not a glutton for punishment in that sense. I really do not think I should do that. I do really kind of need to keep an eye on this situation. I've been moving some units into this area just to kind of make sure. We'll put him right there, just to kind of make sure that we can stop this group, this little super stack or 4 hexes of stacks. Keep them from pushing through too far. I don't know what else I can do. I don't know if there are any really good strong stacks of units available. That. See there. Oh well. So now they're down to 2. That's a kind of a strong little stack. But they can't move. That's weird. They're on rail. Soviet rail damage 100. That must be the reason why. See, I don't have actual use of my rail repair units for some reason. I guess it's the Soviet side doesn't get to control that for whatever reason. Huh. Might help. See, I can push some of these units back, but I can't push them all back. And of course, I can't push anybody back when it's like that. Oh, we routed that guy. He was on the brink of routing, or at least retreating. See, I just don't know if I should be doing attacks like this on somebody like that. But it looks, the disposition of forces looks pretty good. 70, whatever it was, 78,000 and about 27,000. That looks like it should be a decent disposition of forces, but it didn't work. And if I move this guy up and move him up, there we go. See, that's good. I wish I could have moved him, just because I just got a bad feeling like a unit like this stack. Maybe I should see, they have 356 men. like I should... What do I do here? Oh, maybe it's there. I feel like I should do stuff like this and like consolidate my lines a little bit and get the really strong units up front and get these ones out of the front line, because that grouping right there is just going to be near unstoppable, if you ask me. What he'll probably do is move this guy here and maybe that guy too, and take this stack on with these two hexes, push him out of the way, then he'll move up and he'll move up, and they'll both probably go after this unit or this stack of units. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to hold them back. That's clear. Okay, so they did retreat. He is in swamp. There's no way I can push him out of there. The 2nd Panzer Division? No. Where's my little deal? There's my little game I'm playing. Just hopefully I can get that to work. I'm not even going to do any attacks in through here. Although I wonder if I'm not overthinking that, and if I don't do any attacks, they'll have plenty of movement to go backwards and threaten these guys. I would, at the very least, if they don't have... Oh, I was going to do that. Okay, so, but these are airfields. They will immediately route as soon as I touch them. So they got to move those out. That's good stuff. See, they're all HQs, and what's that? That's two... Okay, so that's an air base, and it looks like an HQ, because it looks like 2 Stug battalions, but no. Those are airfields. Those are the STG. That's an airfield because it has the Junkers 87B. So that, I don't know what STG means, but Stoifing something, I don't know. Oh, stabbing, I don't know. But as you can see, the Junkers, that's a Junkers type airplane, so that is an airplane, and it's under the 15th LW. But then there's another unit there that I don't have any information on, but I'm willing to bet it's either an airfield or a headquarters, because that's all that's here. That's good news, because then they're going to have to move these guys out and move others in. And let's see, what's this? You see, that's another HQ. So I don't know if they have any combat units sitting back here to take me on here. So they'll have to move these guys back. And that actually is an airfield and probably a combat unit. And then that's a headquarter and a combat unit. Which... that's pretty interesting. Even though I think I'm going to... crap. I don't know if I really wanted to do that, but I just wanted to push that headquarters. I probably didn't, because now this guy can come up and run interference. Damn, that was dumb. I wish I hadn't done that. Oh well. You live and you learn. Even if he does, depending on how many movement points this guy gets. Where is the 32nd Army? How do you find the 32nd Army? I guess it doesn't matter. There's the 32nd right there. So he's actually in command range of his headquarters. So if he can get 24 to 28 movement points, even if this guy moves back a little, I could probably run around. That's going to be very interesting to watch. It's a clear town. Yeah. I shouldn't. Well, no, it's a town, but still. He's probably going to get. I'm really disappointed in not being able to move these guys, even when I got 100,000 men to their 20. I know. It's not based in any knowledge or anything. I'm just personally disappointed. Like that. 66 to 15. He's in swamp though. So, and if I move this guy up, they're gonna make him reverse course almost immediately. But I really want to get. Oh man, it's clear. Let's try it again. Yep. I don't know. That's a town. I'm probably gonna. That stack's probably gonna be moving in the other direction. All right. Well, I'm going to process a turn, to be honest with you. I guess I could do this. I don't know what that does. I can live with that. That stack is very strong. It's got a cavalry corps. Guards cavalry corps. The first Guards cavalry corps. I should probably try to shift some of these units from Chernigov down here to Kiev. Some of the stronger units. Is he on rail? No, he is not. And if I put him on rail at this point, Soviet rail damage 100. Okay. I want to build. Wait a minute. What else can I build? Rifle brigade, tank brigade. I can't build a... I wonder what would happen if I build this. Or an air base. I build an HQ combined army. What does that do? So that's the 9th Army, huh? Okay. Let's see who... Let's see who, 351. I don't think it allows me to dismiss him this turn. Okay. So let's... Oh well. Did I do everything down here that I would reasonably want to do? Obviously not. Yes, nice. So I'm still having some success down here, even though they are pushing me back in spots. This guy will probably be attacked next turn, and I can't get him out of there. I can get one of them out of there. The other two are on their own. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Alright, well, I'm going to end my turn. This weekend I want to read the manual a little more, try to get a little bit of more understanding of things like airfields, command points. Yeah, I haven't talked about it, but it's in the back of my mind that each headquarters, depending on the general, has a certain amount of command points, and if you go above that, then your readiness, your troops aren't as good. It's, you know, you get a, it's like the AJOG games. If you go above your command points, you get a penalty to your fighting ability because your commander has too many troops to command. He can't handle it. Oh, what's Smolensk? Is this is the crossroads I'm paying attention to. I don't necessarily know that if I take that for one turn, it's going to completely collapse this area, but I do think it would at least weaken it to some extent. We'll see what the AI does to see if it reacts to it. If it doesn't, then the AI is not really that good. If that happened to me, I'd make sure that those units were either surrounded or pushed back or something. What was that? Oh, that's Kiev, down by Kiev. The attacks are probably coming soon. Yep. Retreat. Hold. Hold. You don't want to get too far out. I mean, better for me, but yeah, they attacked. Yeah, they went after those guys. Makes sense. It would have been idiotic for the AI not to do something about that. But at least I got them reacting. Damn. At least I got them reacting to me. And just think, this is another thing to think about this whole game. Wow. This is another thing to think about for this game. The German units are already in a high state of effectiveness and capability. So, and the Russians are low on morale and low on experience and low on just about everything. So every time one of my units holds, it makes me stronger, and it doesn't really do much for them. But in the opposite case, anytime theirs holds, it still helps mine because I'm getting experience, and I'm getting further up to them, and the people they lose are experienced troops, whereas the people I lose, they're not all that experienced to begin with, so it's not that big of a deal. So every attack where my troops hold, that makes me that much better to be able to handle them as the game goes on. So all these holds are really helping me, in my opinion. Because if you look at my units, they have experience of 50, morale of 50, blah, blah, blah. And every time they hold, those numbers go up. That's what these guards units are. Their morale goes up for winning battles, and eventually they become guards units. And so I just keep getting stronger, and they don't. They don't get any stronger because they're at a point where they're so high in experience and morale that they can't get any higher. They're at the peak of their performance as it is. So anytime they lose men, it's worse for them because their replacements are going to be less experienced and less morale than the ones that are already in the unit. Just something to think about. I don't know if I might be overthinking it, but you never know. I think it has an effect. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. That crossroad, I don't have a hope in hell of getting to it now. They've reacted to it. But it tells you something about that situation. I am getting to the point where I'm almost able, to take advantage of the situation where I am getting my troops into places that before I didn't even have a chance to get my troops into. So opportunities are starting to present themselves here. Damn. Sometimes they're able to bring a lot of troops to the battle. That was 120,000 men. And the Germans, their divisional makeup in regiments and battalions or whatever, I think they're a lot different than just about any other army, because every war game I've ever played, the units, you can't compare the units one-on-one because the makeups are always different and have always been different. In the game I have that I was thinking about doing a Let's Play of at some point called Battles in Normandy, the makeup of the German unit compared to the makeup of the Allied unit is so much different. Their troops are more experienced and better, but their units are smaller. So you can't just compare them one for one like that. So I think it's the same way here too. Which makes it even more interesting. 3,388,000, 1,004,000. So let's see what's going on here. This is the crossroads I was hoping to get to, right here. And as you can see, it ain't happening. I mean, they're still looking weak in this area, but that little stack right there is going to keep me from moving through. Unless I could route this guy and maybe this guy too, so that I would have a clear run through here. I don't see it happening, to be honest. It's there's a pipe dream, I guess, at this point in the game. Now, if I could get to the point where my tank units, and I have tank core, and they have movement points of 30 to 35, 36, that becomes a lot more possible. Because if I'd had 35 to 36 in the units I had before, I think I could have gotten to that crossroads. Which will make things very interesting indeed. So now all my tank brigades that I hung out there to dry, they're all routed. But it was it was a gamble. You got to take gambles. I say that constantly because it's true. You can't. In real life, obviously, you wouldn't want to just take wild gambles with the lives of real people, but it's a game, and you can kind of play the odds on some of this. Wow. I wonder if I can see. He has 29. So I can't do a deliberate attack there. What are these units? The LAH SS Motorized Division and the 339 Static Division. Doesn't sound that second one doesn't sound that strong, but it is supposedly as strong. I can't get this guy. That's another gamble. That unit right there is probably... Of course, they haven't tried to get this guy out of the way, and I'm wondering if his zone of control is going to keep them from moving units into these two hexes, but this unit's probably going to get routed by these two units. We're running a little bit out of time here. They still have places where they're just not very strong. I wonder if that's by design. these units... Was it there? I think it was. Where'd their units go? It's like they pulled them out. Ha! Yeah. He retreated right into the path of my other guys. Crap. Oh, that's a... Okay, I can't move them up. Alright, well, fairly uneventful turn, I guess. I wasn't able to grab that crossroads like I was hoping. I do have Smolensk back in my hands though, and they haven't tried to take it back after I retook it. So that's interesting. And then I have this unit right here that's completely surrounded. And he'll probably break out, but it doesn't bode that well for this little area right here because, look, they only have 2 units in this stretch right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6 hexes, and they have, well, that's 2 units. They have 3 units covering 6 hexes. And usually you would almost want to have defense 2 deep, which would be almost like 24 units or at least 20 units. So I'm wondering what's going on. But anyway, I think I will call this episode to a close. This is episode 52. And as I've mentioned before, if you like this type of Let's Play, you should subscribe and click like, because not too many people are doing these. And if other people see that these types of videos are getting watched, they'll, some of the probably the better players might even take a hand at doing a Let's Play on YouTube, because it's the startup of doing a YouTube channel is not that hard. It's not that much. Most people already have the computer, and most people probably already have a microphone. Now, it might be a shitty microphone like the one I had when I first started, but even so, at that point, all you got to do is just find the software to record. You're ready to go. So, everybody have a good night. I thank you very much for watching.